Hello everyone. Alka is back on Alka's learning programs. Al. Today we are going to do the story A Triumph of Surgery by James Herriot. This story is there in the course of class 10 students for CBSE. Triumph of surgery? Triumph means happiness. You are triumphant. You are happy. You feel happy. You feel elated. But of surgery? Let's find out. Stay with me. Stay tuned. This is a beautiful story about a dog named Tricki. Tricki was a fat and a lethargic dog. Its eyes were red and watery, and its tongue was always lolling, as you can see in the picture. Uh, it loved food but no exercise. It was over pampered and overfed by its mistress named Mrs. Pumphrey. It had a lot of toys, cushions, rugs, even separate wardrobes for the summer, winter, rainy seasons, separate beds for day and night. It was felt it was fed on little extras now and then. At a time, it ate 2 dozen eggs. Besides that, Horlicks, bottles of wine, 2 glasses before and during the meals. And it showed no enthusiasm of exertion. और क्या होगा? And the condition was there. It seemed like a bloated sausage with legs at 4 corners. But dear children, excess of everything is bad. Let's see how. So you've known this dog, Tricki. The beautiful name, beautiful eyes, overfed. I think it was born with a silver spoon and was taken so much of care by Mrs. Pumphrey. See this beautiful dog? He was excessively loved by his mistress. He was greedy for the food. He did not want to do any exercise, and as a result, he grew fatter and fatter day by day. Mrs. Pumphrey was a wealthy woman. She loved Tricki so much that she kept feeding her little extras now and then. She gave him a lot to eat but no exercise. What happened then? One day, Tricki felt ill. Even before this, when she used to take him now and then for a while, she met Mr. Herriot, a veterinary doctor, who often suggested her to take care of Tricki lest he may fall ill. And he expected that sooner or later he's going to get a call from Mrs. Pumphrey. And the same happened. Tricki got ill. He started vomiting. He would not eat anything. He was dull and sleepy, and Mrs. Pumphrey got troubled seeing the dog ill. She made a frantic call to the doctor, and James Herriot, as the name says, had already given us a suggestion to give him a balanced diet, but she did not follow it. She did not give an ear to his suggestions. As you can see, this is Mr. Herriot, the veterinary doctor. He was quite intelligent, seems fit, energetic. He was quite intelligent. He was sympathetic and compassionate. Compassionate means understanding. He had a practical approach to life and could even read the human psychology. He was respectful and modest and empathetic. He could understand if the dog is eating too much. Definitely, excess of everything is bad. So, after getting that call, frenetic call, Mr. Herriot analyzed the dog and he said that the dog needed to be hospitalized for a fortnight and he would take care of him. When Mr. Herriot suggested Mrs. Pumphrey that the dog had to be hospitalized, the parting scene of Mrs. Pumphrey and Tricki was a remarkable one. She was badly in tears and she filled the car full of everything that Tricki could need for that fortnight. Enough of food, enough of dresses, wine, and everything, even the cushions and the toys and everything was filled in the car. And finally, when Tricki came to the hospital, he was greeted by the other dogs there. The dogs initially came to him, sniffed at him, and went away, thinking him to be an uninteresting animal. A day passed, Tricki did not eat anything. Another day passed, and slowly and gradually he did start eating. He was fed on a limited diet and he was fed more on water. Slowly and gradually, Tricki recovered. From a lethargic dog, he became an enthusiastic dog, full of energy, full of stamina. He even used to run about and play about with other dogs. It is said the birds of the same feather flock together. The recovery of Tricki was the triumph of surgery. He was completely recovered. James Herriot treated him without any medicine or surgery. Mrs. Pumphrey was full of gratitude to Mr. Herriot and she thanked him and said that it was a triumph of surgery. The dog's recovery is the triumph of surgery. He was completely recovered, completely transformed into a muscled dog, hale and hearty. Finally, I could say that all is well that ends well. So, I hope you all understood the story of Tricki, the dog born with a silver spoon in the mouth, and how we learned that excess of everything is bad. Overdose of everything is bad. And to keep your body moving, you should not neglect exercise at all. I hope you liked the story, and if you've liked it, do tell others. Wish you a very happy learning, and I hope you do well in your exams to come. If you have liked the story, do subscribe my channel and like it. Thank you and have a wonderful learning. God bless you all.